Hi everybody, it's me again, Richie from Richie's Gaming Gadgets and Gizmos. This is part 3 in a series where we talk about how you can make your nice portable GPD XD Android gaming system into a fully fledged home game console system. So in part 1, I pretty much showed you how to wirelessly connect your game system to a large screen TV using a Microsoft wireless display adapter. Both the adapter and this gaming unit are what you call Miracast enabled or Miracast compatible. Hence, that's why you're able to connect these game units on any TV that has one of those Microsoft wireless display adapters. So that's part 1. And in part 2 of this series, I showed you how you can connect PlayStation 3 controllers to this using USB connections. So USB cables connecting to the back, and so forth. So in case you haven't seen those two part 1s and part 2, there should be links on the right hand side of this screen here. I think it's right hand side, whatever. I'm guessing right hand side is over here, and you can actually see those. And I recommend you watch part 1 and part 2, even after you've watched this one, if you want to get more information on how I set this up. Now for today's video, I want to show you how to connect wireless gamepads to this, such that there are pretty much virtually no wires at all in the whole setup. So I mean, good thing with this, I don't have any wires connected to the TV, which is good. So now I'm going to make it the perfect setup by using these controllers. So these are controllers from a company called Rock Candy. They're really nice looking controllers. They actually look like PS3 controllers. They have the same layout, button layout, the analog sticks here, D-pad and action buttons, everything that you'll find on a PS3 controller. In fact, these Rock Candy gamepads have been designed specifically to work with the PS3. And what I love about them is that they're wireless, and they come with this little wireless dongle that you would normally plug into your PS3. Well, lo and behold, you can use the same Rock Candy controller and USB dongle that comes with the controller, and you can plug it into the GPD XD and have wireless connectivity, such that the finished product is this controller, game unit, and a TV all connected together, where you can play all of your favorite Android games, all of your favorite emulation games on a large screen TV with no wires. So let me show you how to set it up. Now, what you're going to need to make this work, first off, you need the GPD XD portable Android powerful gaming system. Next, you will need a Rock Candy gamepad, and it's a wireless gamepad. It comes complete with the wireless dongle. You will need an OTG cable, and if you want to connect more than one wireless game controller, i.e. maybe 2 Rock Candy gamepads, you will need a passive USB hub. And there are a lot of popular 4-port hubs out there in the market that are very cheap, that you can get for under 20 bucks. And I'm using a D-Link hub for this exercise. Now before I go into how you connect it up, I just want to compare and show you the Rock Candy controller. This is the controller. It has 2 analog knobs, as you can see. What I love about Rock Candy, it actually looks like a piece of rock candy. It has that nice see-through red color. I believe these also come in blue as well. I'm not sure if any other colors are available. The D-pad is nice and springy, just like on the PS3 controller, and you have the action buttons. Now, as you can see, you have the same PlayStation graphics on the action buttons. Home key in the middle, and then you have your select and start buttons, and of course shoulder buttons at the top and your trigger buttons below, just like on a PS3 controller, which I happen to have here. Just the same layout, buttons, select and start, home button, and there's the shoulder buttons and trigger buttons. So here's the back when you compare the two. So of course the buttons are a little bit more different on the Rock Candy. The trigger buttons are a little bit larger to give you more of that real trigger feel, but more or less same layout, same button layout, roughly the same size. And yeah, it's a little, shape is a little different. It's a little elongated in comparison to PS3 controller, but that actually is a good thing because it feels more comfortable in your hand. Alright, now for the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to just show you how to connect one of these wireless controllers up, and in part 4, what I'm actually going to do is show you how you can connect, have a hybrid setup where you can actually have maybe 2 of these, or you may have a wireless controller and maybe a wired controller at the same time. Now, let's show you how to connect these up together. First off, let me just put this over here for a second. What you do, you turn around your GPD XD and you plug your OTG cable into the mini USB port in the back of the GPD XD. And then next you take your 4-port passive hub. So here's my D-Link passive hub that I usually use. This has 3 USB ports on this side, and it has over here another USB port. So I'm just going to plug that in here. Now what's good about this, it has 4 ports, so technically I could connect up to 4 devices or 4 gamepads to this. Assuming that I had an app on here that can actually play games with 4 gamepads, it will, it should be able to detect 4 gamepads. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to show you how to connect the one. But technically you just do the same thing if you want to add another controller and another controller and another controller, right? So you could theoretically connect up to 4 wireless controllers. Anyway, so here's the little dongle that comes with this gamepad. Again, it comes from Rock Candy. What's good is that they actually do label them. So if you look closely here, maybe a little fuzzy, but it actually says Rock Candy on here. And that's important because, lots of us have Bluetooth keyboards, Bluetooth mice, and they all have this similar type of radio, USB radio, right? So this different lets you know, hey, this belongs to the gamepad. Anyway, so I plug that into any of the ports on my passive hub, like so, and as you can see, it's powered up and it's flashing red, meaning that it's looking for its gamepad friend, which is over here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to turn this on yet. I want to just go to the GPD XD. So I'll just leave that behind there for now, searching for its gamepad pal. And let me just zoom in here and show you how to map the keys. Well, first of all, let the GPD XD find the gamepad, and I'm going to show you how to map the keys. So what you do is you go to emulators, and there's this little app here called KO Gamebox. You click on that, and just wait for a second. Now, it's actually a really cool cloud app where you can actually get access to a ton of really cool games. They even have this really nice menu, this tiled menu thing. It kind of reminds me of Windows 10, but you can actually download action games, retro games, fighting games. Like if I press on the action tab, alright, and by the way, you obviously have to have your Wi-Fi set up for this to work, and Wi-Fi is also necessary to connect wirelessly to the television. So just look at part 1 of my video and you'll see how you need to sync this with your TV. But as you can see here, there's a ton of really cool games here. Untold Legends, all kinds of cool action games here. Mega Man 2, Bomberman, Dexter. These are really cool titles. And different types of, all types of genres of shooting. Just wait for it to download. So, look at it, Strikers 1945, SOCOM US, ton of games here. Now I'm not sure if you have to buy them or not, but you can get them here. But I normally just go to the Google Play Store and download these games. But here's another way you can get access to them, apparently. But what I wanted to show you is if you keep scrolling across, you go to the Settings tab. Here, there's this purple tile that says Gamepads. So I'm going to press on that. And right now, I'm in the gamepad section. Now, as you remember, here, as you can see here, the little dongle is flashing red because it's looking for its hard candy gamepad. So let me just move this across a second. sorry, not hard candy, rock candy. So by the way, I do have links below this video where you can get access to, where you can buy these gamepads, as well as the hub and the GPD XD. So pretty much everything you see in these videos, there are links to where you can get them off of the Amazon store below this video. So what I'm going to do now is turn on this gamepad, and I want you to watch this light and look at the screen. It turned on. These two found each other, and the GPD XD has found and detected the gamepad. It says here that it's picked up player 1, and it says click to start key mapping. So I'm going to click this, and as you can see, this little diagram of the keypad comes up, sorry, the gamepad, and I have a flashing button here, meaning it's waiting for me to press the button on my real life gamepad to map to that key. So I'm going to press that, and it mapped. I'm going to press this button now. That mapped. That one next. That one next. This one. This one. Now mind you, this is not connected to anything. It's wireless, right? So we're connected wirelessly. My R1 shoulder button. It's this one over here. And that one is over there. On the back, R2, L1, oh sorry, this one, and key mapping success. So the keys are mapped, the gamepad is connected, and that's it. We are good to go. And the good thing about this, you don't have to go back into that app anymore, because I just needed it to map games. I can now go to my applications tab here, where I have all of my emulators and all of my games here, and I can actually just navigate and select something. So let me find a game here and just show you some sample gameplay using the Rock Candy gamepad, which is wireless, and it looks like a typical PS3 controller. Actually, it's designed to work with PS3 systems, and these are very cheap, by the way. I got this for like 20 bucks at Best Buy, and they look really cool. They're lightweight, and they come in various colors. I think red and blue so far I've seen, and of course I got red because I have a red GPD XD. So enough talk, enough chit chat. Let me just hide this behind here. Like that. And here we have a clean home console system. And there you have it, guys. Clean system, no messy wires, simple wireless gamepad configured to work with your GPD XD. There's a wireless connection to the TV, and no messy wires. As you can see, I can use this, I can navigate my menus, and I can play games. So let me just show a couple sample games using this nice Rock Candy controller. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The GPD XD unit with wireless gamepads. This is a really good one from Rock Candy, and I have it wirelessly streaming to my TV. Now, video and sound comes through the TV. I just turned the sound down, of course, because I want you to hear me speaking. But it's a really versatile system. I mean, it's a nice portable system. But if you have a big screen TV at home and a couple of cool controllers, you can play all your favorite games, your emulator games, your really gorgeous looking Android games on the big screen as well. Now, all the links to all the stuff you've seen in this video will be down below in the links below in the description section, because all the stuff you can get off of Amazon, right? So again, there is a hub at the back here, a little hub that I connected to the back of the unit. This has 4 ports on it, so you could connect up to 4 gamepads, but most of the time I just need 2. Me and a friend can play. Yeah, again, the only wires you see is just this little wire here at the back. That's it. Now, if you want to minimize, because you know of the wireless feature where you have wireless streaming to the TV, there is a little bit of lag between what happens on this screen here and what happens on there. You can fix that, obviously, because there is a mini HDMI port in the back of the GPD XD as well, so you can connect an adapter which converts the mini HDMI into a normal HDMI port, which you can then connect via a regular HDMI cable to the back of your TV, right? But to me personally, the lag is minimal. I can still enjoy my games without having to have that wire, but if you want to have it, you can still have it, right? So you have the options there, fully wireless like this, or you can have, you know, add some wires if you want to enhance your gameplay. I personally think you may notice it more if you play like fast-paced first-person shooter games. You may want to have that HDMI cable connected between this and the TV. But as far as you can see from the gameplay, you know, there's no lag really between the wireless gamepad. It's virtually you can't even notice it between this and on the GPD XD. So I hope you enjoyed part 3. Part 4 of this video will show you how you can have a mixture of wireless and wired gamepads connected, and I will also show you, how you can hook up your HDMI cable from the TV directly to the back of the GPD XD. So hope you enjoyed, and you guys have a great day. Alright, bye for now. Hey everybody, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Now I'm going to ask you to do 2 things before you leave. 1, there's a button right up here on the screen to my right here. Click on that, and that will take you to our website, www.redtechbot.com. When you get on that site, there will be a button there where you can actually sign up for our newsletter. And when you do sign up for our newsletter by entering in your email address, you will automatically be entered into all of our tech giveaways. And by tech giveaways, these are some typical examples of what we will be giving away, and these are some examples. There's other stuff as well. And the good news is, you just have to enter your email address once, and it will automatically be entered into the pool every time we do a draw. And we will use that email address, of course, to contact the winner, to tell them, hey, you've won something, and it's really cool. And of course, the newsletter will have updates on tech reviews, what's coming up new, what's coming up next. New stuff in the industry, and even information on future giveaways, right? So it's really nice newsletter that we're going to be sending out. And one other thing is, on this side on the screen here, up here on my left, you click on that and you will subscribe to the channel. Now by subscribing, of course, you will be at the forefront of any new things that are happening, any new videos that are coming out. And what I will also be doing is I'll be doing videos where I'll be talking about what we're going to be doing as a next giveaway, right? So you want to be, subscribed, tuned in to that as well. So it's going to be a fun year and fun years to come as well. So yeah, that being said, you guys have a great day.